Hi, welcome back to Yoga with Tim. I'm Tim and this is Stacy. I'm going to be teaching today while Stacy demonstrates the poses. For today's practice, let's begin in child's pose. So let your hips start to settle back and then down towards your heels. And begin to focus on shifting your breath. Normally, we tend to breathe a little shallow breaths throughout the day, not really using the full capacity of the lungs. So I want you to start to shift your focus for the practice to breathing all the way down towards your belly and feeling the sides of your ribs expand, feeling the sides of your chest expand. And when you exhale, letting the lungs fully deflate. And then come up onto your hands and your knees and stretch into down dog. And keep the same focus on your breath as you're stretching in down dog. And then walk your hands all the way back to your feet and fold forward at the back of your mat. Put a little bend in your knees as you let your head drop. As you inhale, slide your hands up your shins. Start to reach your chest forward. Press into your shins, but press your shins into your hands so your knees stay bent. Then start to engage these muscles in your back. Pull down in your lats towards your hips and reach forward through your chest. Feel when your lats activate how your chest can reach forward better. Then as you exhale, slide your hands back down your shins and fold deeper. Slowly roll yourself up to stand, one vertebra at a time, head and neck last thing to come up. Then spread your arms out at the sides, rotate externally, turn the thumbs back, and raise your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Spread the arms back out, little bend in your knees like a swan dive. Lead from your chest and tip forward. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins and make a flat back. Do that same method. Feel the back body engage so the front of the spine can lengthen. And then walk yourself out into plank pose, one handprint at a time. Hold in your plank. Then raise your right leg up without your middle sinking. Tuck your abs in, squeeze your side ribs in. Change legs, raise your left leg up. Change legs, right leg up. Change legs, left leg up. Good, then stretch back into downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up behind you, still keeping your ribs in, your middle in. As you exhale, shift into plank and pull your knee up to your chest. Inhale, reach back up into three-legged dog. Exhale, shift into plank, pull your knee up to your chest. Step your foot up by your thumb, come up onto your fingertips and start to lengthen your spine. Then as you pull your right hip crease back, twist, take your right arm up. Bring your hand back down, step back into plank pose. Hold in your plank, middle turned on, core strong. Raise your left leg up without your middle sinking. Change legs, right leg up. Change legs. Change legs. Set that foot down and stretch back into down dog. Raise your left leg up from the inner thigh. Bring your knee to your chest. Shift into plank and pull up. Step your foot, inhale, reach back into three-legged dog. Exhale, shift into plank one more time. Pull your knee up and step your foot all the way up by your thumb. Then come up onto your fingertips. Just like when we were doing the push into the shins thing, start to engage the lats more so you can reach the chest forward. Then twist, take your left arm up. Pull that left hip crease back, reach your heart forward across the room. Bring your hand back down and step back into plank. Stretch back into down dog. Walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Inhale into a flat back, elongate your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back into plank pose, one leg at a time. Engage your core, your legs. Shift forward and lower slowly to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog, stretch back. Walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back and lower into chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your right foot for warrior two. Inhale, raise your arms. And spread through the center of the chest out through your fingertips. As you start to spread your chest open at the same time, turn your right thigh out so that your knee tracks with your second, third toe. Plug down into your back heel. Then place your hand down onto the outside of your foot and take your left arm all the way over your ear. Reach from your left sit bone, your pubic bone, and your tailbone straight back towards your back heel. And then at the same time, lengthen through the sides of your ribs out and away from your back ankle pelvis. Press down through your feet and come back up into warrior two. Straighten your right leg and reach into triangle pose. Same action with your hips in triangle. Press down to the four corners of your feet. Draw energy up from your inner ankles, up through the inseam of your legs, up into your chest, as you reach from the hips down into the heel. Let your breath come all the way back down to your belly, like how we started class. Full, even breaths. Then bring your left hand down to the mat. Spin your back heel up as you bend your right knee. Plant your left hand flat and twist. Tricky transition. Are you ready for this one? I hope you're ready. Okay, so from here, reach your chest bone forward. Externally rotate your left upper arm. Then turn onto the outside edge of your back foot and step your right leg back into side plank. Press into your left hand. Instead of sinking into your left shoulder, lift up out of it. Press down into your feet. Lift the hips. Press through your heels, reach through the legs. Good, 30 more seconds. No, okay, downward dog, stretch. You should have seen Stacy's face. Reach back into down dog. Then step your left foot, warrior two. Come on up. Press even through your feet. Spread through your chest, but keep that left eye turned all the way out. Reach and put your hand down to the outside of your foot. Take your right arm all the way over. I just realized I'm wearing this same outfit for 4 weeks. Okay, good. Reach from the pelvis into the back heel. Now lengthen to the sides of the ribs in the other direction. Press into your feet and come back up. Straighten your left leg and reach out for triangle pose. Notice any gripping in the feet. Can you open the soles of the feet, open the toes, and let the breath go all the way back down into your belly? Then bring your right hand down to the mat. Spin your back heel up as you bend the knee. Plant your right hand flat and twist. So as you're twisting, get the length. Focus on the length. The left hip crease drawing back. Reach the sternum. Rotate that right upper arm externally. Then turn onto the outside edge of the back foot. Step back. Instead of sinking into the shoulder, lift out of the shoulder. Reach into the hand. Press into the feet. Lift the right hip away from the floor. Reach to your heels. And slowly, with control, stretch back into down dog. Good. Step your right foot for warrior one. Inhale, raise your arms up. Then straighten your right leg. Reverse warrior one. Arch your back. No, I'm just kidding. That's BS. Okay, bring your arms to your side. Step your back foot a little bit closer. Then start to roll the chest open and lean the chest out. If anyone ever makes you do that, just turn off that video. Okay, keep the shoulder heads back in their position so that your back muscles start to get strong. Hold there. Press into your feet. Good. Now, without losing this activity in the back muscles to keep the chest open, can you lift your back heel up and lean to balance in warrior three? If the balance is too much, you just stay in the last one. Don't do that. 2 more breaths here. Then bend your right knee and as smooth as you can, step back into warrior one. Raise your arms. Bring hands to prayer. Spin your back heel up and twist. But don't shout. Hook your left elbow to your knee. Press the elbow down as you lift the chest. And same idea that we practiced in the hand down twist. Can you find the sense of elongation as you're twisting? So kind of advance to link together a bunch of standing poses. If you feel like muscles in your back are fatiguing or you can't hold yourself upright anymore, you could set your back knee down for this one. Bring your hands down to the mat, step back into downward dog, or take a vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Oh dang, Stacey, you're getting after it today. Step your left foot for warrior one. Inhale, raise your arms up. Straighten your left leg. Reach up through the fingers. Good. Then arms to your sides. Step your back foot a little closer. So whatever type of posture that you'd like to set that up now with your shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. let the chest be open. And then as you start to lean forward, make sure that you don't give up right away, because right now you're going to start to strengthen that posture. As you're leaning forward, gravity is trying to make everything collapse. By keeping the shoulders back in that position, you're strengthening the external rotators, you're strengthening the muscles in your back to help to hold the shoulders back. Now, can you maintain that when you go to balance? It'll be more challenging. Keep your spine long so the core is turned on, lean into that foot and step up. If it's too much, just stay in the last pose. Work on that jet airplane position with the back foot down. Make sure you haven't hunched over. Shoulder blades are still on the back. Chest is still open, get long. 3 more breaths, whichever one you're holding. Then bend your knee, step back into warrior one, raise the arms up. Bring hands to prayer, spin the back heel up, lean your chest out and twist. Good, bring your hands back down to the mat and step back into down dog or take a vinyasa. Look in between your hands, jump through to seated, come into boat pose. Bring your knees up, arms forward. Lower into low boat pose, Ardha Navasana. Now, if you're not as flexible as Stacy, you can do these with bent knees. You can do low boat and high boat with bent knees to help engaging your core. If you straighten your legs and your spine pops up, better to keep your abs in and your knees bent. But she's got flexible back body, so she could do it better. Come back up in the boat pose. Better than I can. And hold there, pull up through your spine. Slowly lower into low boat pose. Control from your core. Keep those low abs tucked in, really important, even if you gotta bend the knees. Come back up into boat pose. Good, 20 more times. Lower slowly into low boat pose. Just kidding. Take your right leg straight up. Bring your hands up and over to the outside of the right leg. Lift up. Change sides. Go up and over to the outside of the left leg. Change sides. Change sides. Bring both legs up and lower your head down. Hands behind your head. Cross your right ankle over your left ankle. Squeeze in with your legs. Tuck your pubic bone to your chest and push the ceiling straight up with your legs. Now crunch up and hold for 3, 2, squeeze. 1, lower the hips and the head, not the legs. Change the cross. Squeeze. Lift up. Tuck the pubic bone. Oh, squeeze those low abs and crunch up. And hold for 3, 2, and lower yourself down. Okay, set the feet down onto the floor. Put your hands to your side. Now press the heels down, lift your hips up. Good, engage the backs of the legs. Firm the buttocks towards the backs of the knees so that your lower belly engages, and then roll the chest shoulders open. Lower your hips back down. Position your hands as if you were going to do Urdhva Dhanurasana, even if you're not. Then turn the elbows in towards each other, squeeze at the base of the back of the armpit in and down, and then reach the elbows straight back to the wall behind you. Maintain those 3 actions as you lift your hips up. Then make bigger handprints on the ground. Turn the elbows in again. Squeeze the backs of the legs and lift the hips up higher. A little higher. A little higher. And slowly lower down. Okay, good. One more time. Lift your hips back up. Turn those elbows. Plug the base of the back of the armpit in and down. Stretch the elbows. and then pretend like you're gonna push into your hands. If you feel like, dude, I could just lift up onto my head for a second, go ahead, pause there, then lift back up and untuck the head, lower down. Good job. Spread your arms out to the side. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Let the legs twist over to the left. Once you get to be our age and you burned your lower back out from doing advanced back bends, you get limit the amount that you twist. We were young and excited when we first started yoga. Bring your knees back to center, change the cross of your legs, and let the legs go over to the other side. What's that? What was it? Level 3. Drop backs. All the drop backs. Yeah. This is awesome. Come back to center. Hug your knees gently into your chest. Think of the shins pulling down more than pulling towards your face, and the hips reaching out of your lower back. Then take happy baby. Stretch your legs out for Savasana, corpse pose. Turn your palms up at your side. Empty the hands, empty the feet. Let your legs relax. Let go of any tension up and down your body. Let the muscles of your face relax, your jaw, your tongue. So even when we lie down, we still hold on to these layers of tension. You could feel in your body, even after you've done a bunch of yoga, there's still these deep layers of tension that we hold in the body. Let those start to melt away. All that stress, pretty unnatural, the amount of stress that we have, the amount of mental stress that we have that gets stored in the body. And take a slightly fuller, deeper breath in and out through your nose. Bend your knees and roll over to your side, refreshed, rejuvenated. Press yourself up to seated. And join your palms together. So one of the reasons why we feel so good at the end of the yoga practice is we get to let go of all that stored tension in our body. Thank you. Namaste. Hey, so thanks so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future videos. You can be the first to know whenever I post. Also, go to yogawithtim.com, sign up to become a member of the community, and if you're interested in deepening your practice, sign up for the Conscious Movement community. While you're at it, follow Stacy on the Instagram. Her handle is @stagibbs, and she posts lots of great content on there. Have a great day. Let's see you next time.